What's shaking, Chewy Nation? ChewbaccaLemma here, back with another Madden 18 Ultimate Team video. Today we're talking about the Team of the Year, offense of solos, and also the Gauntlet. We're going to do a review of all the players that came out, looking at the cards. And I do think I have a unique perspective because my team is really good, so I can show the comparison between really, really good players. And also, I'm more entertaining than anybody else putting out videos on YouTube. Shots fired at everybody else. So you got that going for you if you're watching this video. So thank you so much for coming by. Now, all jokes aside, I went ahead and finished these. It did take a while. I finished a lot of them on stream. The rookie ones, all in the fourth quarter pretty much. They're super fast. The last two are a little bit longer. And then the elite ones, just like last week, are full games, which do take a while. If you do all your solos, you get a Team of the Week rookie, the rookie whatever standouts card at the end of the first set, and then the second set you get a full Team of the Year item. You also get 3 Team of the Week collectibles. If you missed those, you had a chance to get a full Team of the Year item. I pulled Landon Collins last week, which was pretty crazy. And then in my solos, I pulled Geno Atkins, which was kind of lame. NAT. But today, we pulled another card for Team of the Week offense, and we did it on stream. So before we talk about Gauntlet, let's just go ahead and give my live reaction to what we pulled on stream. Okay, here we go. Come on, no Devlin, no Devlin, no Devlin. Wait, where did is my face here? Okay, I'm here, okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! We got DeAndre! We got DeAndre! That completely ruins my video. Because I already got him. Alright, you see we pulled DeAndre Hopkins, which is absolutely awesome. I love it. I know it's not the best pull, but honestly, I think it's better than Carson Wentz. I don't think the card is that exceptional. Plus, DeAndre Hopkins, I'm probably going to power him up, so it just saves me buying that now. Carson Wentz, I probably never plan on buying. So, to me, of course, I'd rather, like, Antonio Brown would have been better. You know, Le'Veon Bell would have been cool. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy with pulling DeAndre Hopkins. Now, I said it ruined my video. I have a video idea that I've been working on for a few days, a kind of a project, and I'm pretty excited to bring you guys. So that's what I was referring to. I talked about it on stream, and that will be within probably like the next 24 hours. You'll see a video. It will just have to be adapted a little bit because it's no longer about DeAndre Hopkins. Now it'll be about somebody else. But anyway, we pulled DeAndre Hopkins. You look at these wide receivers. I got Brady. Of course, the running back. Gurley's been pretty good, actually, but I probably could upgrade Gurley. But Calvin, Julio, Deshaun Jackson, that's just a regular Gauntlet card. Bo Jackson right here. We're going to talk about the Gauntlet cards. Has 96 speed. And then the defense here. Again, maybe some small upgrades, but for the most part, because of John Madden, it's a pretty good team. Where's John Madden? With the +1 speed. It gives you like +1 on like 7 different stats. It's just tier 1, so it gives you speed, zone, man, and a few others. But it's pretty solid. For 6 million coins, probably not worth it, but still not too bad. So here we go. That's not what I meant to click on, all right? That was not what I meant to do. We're going to talk about these Gauntlet cards. So they haven't, the Gauntlet cards, the Gauntlet solos are not out yet because it causes servers to crash. But once those drop, they're going to have more of the sequences. So you'll be able to get 3 Gauntlet trophies from there, plus the ones from Gauntlet Unleashed. You can get 2 from that, 1 throughout the week and 1 on the weekend. I am 5 short, so I'll be able to finish Peterson, which I need 2 more, and then 2 here, and then 1. So by Friday, if I do my solos, I'll be able to get one of these cards. You put all 10 of them, so you see I only have 7 because I need 5 more. All 10 of them, you get them into a set to get a 95 overall. Now, you guys probably already know this at this time because there's many others that have made videos about it. And also, you may have already been on Madden, so you may already know this. But you get them all back as well. You get those 10. You will receive all the Gauntlet champions back. Now, most of these are pretty useless at this point. Like why are you going to be using 84 Zachers or 85 Gilmore, or even 87 Peterson? But you do get them all back that maybe you can put them into elite tokens or something, whatever. So anyway, so you get those, and then you go ahead, and I'll do that on Friday, and I'll talk about which one I plan on getting here in a second, because I'm going to go through all 10 of them. Now, unfortunately, like I said, I do not have the advantage of being able to do it for you guys today, because I was slacking, and I don't do all my solos, Even a no money spent guy, I don't necessarily do all my solos. But let's talk about these Gauntlet champions. So, like I said, you got all those choices. Now, unfortunately, Not all 10 of them are on the auction house, but we're going to talk about what we see, probably the 10 most popular, and then I don't think there's probably any of them that's really missing. So let's first talk about this Deshaun Jackson. So the Deshaun Jackson is interesting because the problem with Deshaun Jackson is there's nothing really wrong with Deshaun Jackson, but the guy on the right you get back when you do the set. Is he really worth spending your 95 overall? Unless you plan on selling him, is he really worth spending to get the guy on the left? That's where the problem I have with Deshaun Jackson. +1, +2s, it's really not that big of upgrade. So for me, this is my personal opinion. Now, of course, you can sell these. So maybe you could sell them and get, if this Deshaun Jackson goes for like $100K more than the card you want, of course, you can get it and then sell it and then buy the one you want. But for the most part, I think they're going to all be around the same price. So really it comes down to the one that best suits your team or the one that's worth the most if you plan on selling it. But then it doesn't even matter what I'm talking about because you're just going to sell it anyway. So if you're looking for the best card, I personally do not think you go with this Deshaun Jackson because you're already going to have 93 Deshaun Jackson and he's useless if you get this one. So that's my personal opinion with Deshaun Jackson. Now, Barry Church is a little bit different. Now, Barry Church is interesting because even though I have this one, and clearly it's, you got +3 speed, +3s, +5 play rag. Like, it's a great card in the run game. Really a great card overall. Now, when you compare him to Ronnie Lott, the -5 speed is really, -4 excel, really the speed. Gut Fox did a video on it talking about speed versus excel. Speed is way more important. Excel, very, very small. Very small. Like Excel makes very little difference, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So Ronnie Lott, we're not sure what this footsteps, like how good that's going to be. Player has increased impact on receiver's catch chance. If that's good, then this Barry Church could be super good. But from my experience and playing, a lot more lately, speed at safety is so vital. And though Eric Weddle plays amazing, being able to put your guys in the box and making sure and they can still get back and they don't get burnt over the top. Ronnie Lott's able to do that. Ken Houston's able to do that. Landon Collins is able to do it. Barry Church, not so much. It depends on how you play, though. That footsteps chemistry could be really good. It may be too good or it may be not. I don't know. It's probably decent, at least. Ronnie Lott doesn't have that, any sort of special chemistry. So that's where you fall short a little bit. But for me, I still think the guy on the right, until I see otherwise, I think Ronnie Lott's a better card. Now, his cap is -3, so usually you think cap value. EA is saying the guy on the left is more valuable or better. But it depends on your scheme, of course. For me, I like being able to press, get my guys in the box. The run game is still super good, even though moves, are not as good now because your user is just not as faked out like ever, but I still like getting them all down in the box, making sure they don't get beat over the top. Now, Barry Church has amazing stats in the box. I'm pretty sure all of his stats are better than Ronnie Lott for the most part for the run game. I think his, everything, tackling, block shed, I'm pretty sure it's all better. Block shed 88 to 83, pursuit 93, 91, play rec +5. Everything is better besides that speed, really. So it depends on what you value, but 5 speed is huge. It really is. It is huge. Now, Phillip Rivers. So, Phillip Rivers is interesting because I feel like they just took Tom Brady and they made his card, right? This is basically the same card. I don't see much difference. The traits are pretty much, I think, the same. They both have ideals, so that is what you're looking for with that Khalil Mack out there, I think, assuming that matters. So, Tom Brady here with Conductor, Phillip Rivers with Conductor. Both have move to sticks. The salary cap is only a 2 difference, so EA is basically saying these cards are pretty much the same value depending on your scheme. But they're basically the same card. +2 speed on the right, +1 throw power on the left. Throw accuracy short, 95, 96, doesn't matter. They're not missing a short, medium. Throw accuracy deep. If the threshold is 90, then Brady is definitely better. If the threshold is 91, unless you have a way to get him to 91, i.e. John Madden or if you're running Patriots Kim, then really they're pretty much the same card. To me, I don't know because I haven't used this Phillip Rivers, but it looks amazing. It looks like Tom Brady. I love Tom Brady. The card, maybe not the person. I mean, Tom Brady's fine. He's good at football, but I personally see kind of the same card there. So Phillip Rivers, pretty solid. Donald Penn. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but he is an upgrade. I have Donald Penn, so you see the upgrade. With secure protector, clearly an amazing left tackle. The question is, would you rather have the +2 pass block or have a better left tackle with secure pass protector? that's tough to call. I probably will take the sacrifice. I probably will eventually upgrade my left tackle to a better left tackle and get rid of that pass block, and probably just upgrade my whole offensive line as a whole. Now it's really good. I mean, they're pretty much Pouncey is my worst at center. Penn is my second worst at left tackle. So they're all really good. But I do think the guy on the left is probably more valuable. Left tackle is super important, be able to protect against the edge, assuming blocking matters this year, which it definitely does matter more than it's ever mattered, but there's the left tackle. Okay, this is a card that I think people really like. Zeke here, to me, okay, so the finesse move is super good this year, so that's the one thing. Like, I'm hesitant to say as good as Joey Bosa. One, his block shed is only 88. That's obviously a problem. But you see the cap value is pretty similar. He has unfakeable jump snap. Obviously, unfakeable better, even though it's not useless, but it's not as good now. Jump to snap's useless unless you user him. Finesse move is super good this year. Joey Bosa's got it, but the play rack, I know people that use Zeke, and they really like the card. Now, the block shed's low, so depending on your scheme, that may not really matter, though. He's obviously going to be able to rush the passer. Amazing power move, good finesse move. I'd be curious to see how this card plays. I would stick with Joey Bosa if I had a choice. Like, if it's Bosa versus Zeke, I would take Bosa. But I think they're pretty close. And I can see why somebody would take this card even over Bosa or take this card in general as the one they choose. I think the only other one we have to look at is... Oh, wait, no, let's look at Marshall, and then we'll talk about Gilmore, because Gilmore is probably my favorite one to look at. So Marshall, 48 cap, has a higher cap than Deion Jones. So that's already like, man, this card's probably pretty good. Deion Jones is one of the best users in the game, one of the best cards for defense because of his speed, and overall just plays really well. But 91 speed on the right, obviously 95 on the left. But they both get 91 zone, and if you take away the speed, everything else is pretty much in Marshall's favor, much better in the run game. 96 play rec, obviously not a user. Good, much better block shed, better pursuit, better tackling, awareness, who cares? But the card looks really good. I think if you go with this Marshall, you'll be happy with the run game. I would say he's probably not as good as, say, Ray Lewis still, but if you compare him to Ray Lewis, that would be a pretty good comparison to see which guy you like better. This card is more expensive, so you might go with Ray Lewis, but I think you can definitely make an argument because they both kind of do the same thing. Except Marshall has the coverage, and he can also play the run very well. Ray Lewis is like the best against the run, better speed, but not good in coverage. So, I don't know. Marshall's kind of a hybrid. He can cover and really good against the run, but doesn't have the speed. Ray Lewis has the speed, but not great in coverage. And Deion Jones has the speed, great in coverage, but not fantastic against the run. So, you're comparing apples to oranges, kind of, but that's kind of my take on Brandon Marshall. Really good card. This Terrell Suggs, I didn't even talk about it, but I don't really want to talk about it. It's not good. +3 speed is about it. If you have these Terrell Suggs, which I have 2, because I did the Calvin set, I would say, yeah, I don't really see anything here that's really going to say, yeah, buy me. +5 cap already. Again, what you want to take into consideration, I have Terrell Suggs. He's NAT, the one I had, the Snow Beast. So why would I get another NAT? Well, it's not NAT. Why would I get another card where it makes my NAT card useless? So if I'm using Terrell Suggs. So I'm not going Terrell Suggs. The card that I find most interesting right here is Stephon Gilmore. Now, this is probably the card I go with. Now, tell me if I'm wrong. Now, the reason I'm going Stephon Gilmore, Zach Ertz caught my attention because of his great route running. He's slow, though. He's kind of like Gronk, but he's slow. I don't think he's great in pass protection. But really that speed, like, he's not like an elite tight end because of that. Stephon Gilmore catches my attention because he's got great speed. If I put him with John Madden, he's got 93 speed. His agility is a little low, but everything else, he's got the press. Great play rack. I mean, you're compared to Boye. He's got the catching. He's not going to drop stuff. He's got pick specialist. He's going to catch everything. They're not going to bounce off his hands. At least they shouldn't. Man coverage. You can get his man coverage all the way up to with John Madden. I can get up to 99 without even having Gilmore, which is absolutely insane. This Gilmore looks to me like a really, 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 really good corner that you can do for free, which is pretty crazy if you've done your solos. Now, time isn't free, of course, but if you did your solos, this corner, if I compare left to right, I'd probably take the guy on the left, honestly. And I love Boye. Now, I've played with Boye, and I know he plays extremely well, so I guess I got to hold out to see if Gilmore does that. But when it comes Friday, I'm leaning towards Gilmore. He'll be a great corner to pair up with Boye and Lattimore. Remember, Lattimore has the speed with Madden. He gets up to 95 speed, 91 zone. So Lattimore's amazing. These two play amazing. And then with Gilmore, with Ramsey as a fourth corner, like I don't even need to buy the new Ramsey because I get 91 zone with John Madden. I'm really liking my corners. The only other card I didn't really talk about, I think, is Adrian Peterson. Again, I got the Snow Beast, Adrian Peterson, just a few plus. I mean, it's just a bunch of plus ones, a few plus twos, like plus 2 to carrying. So it depends on how your team is constructed. But I have Snow Beast Peterson and Snow Beast Suggs that are not NAT because I did the Calvin set. So those are automatically thrown out for me. Now, you may not have done that, so you might think that those are going to be solid, but remember, Adrian Peterson fumbles a lot, Terrell Suggs is slow, so it depends on your defensive scheme. If you run a 4-3, you're definitely not going Suggs. Gilmore, no matter if you switch from 3-4 to 4-3, to me, if you want, faster tight ends, whatever, Gilmore is going to be able to play this entire year for you because of course, when you get 99 speed guys, you're not going to want him to, man up, he's going to get burnt. But he's going to have that 91 zone throughout the whole year. You can get his man if they ever fix man to make it a little bit better. He's going to have exceptional man, can press. He's going to catch everything for the whole year. I mean, he's actually, you could say, I don't want to say he's an in-game card, but you could have him on your roster at the end of the year and still feel like as a third corner that you're not at a disadvantage when you go into the game. That's my personal opinion. I'm going Gilmore. What about you? Let me know what you guys think. I hope this video was entertaining, was fun, was informative, and didn't make you absolutely hate Madden anymore, if that's possible, because you might not like the game right now. I know a lot of people are complaining about it, and I'm sorry about that, because this is actually the most fun I've had playing the game, but there are some bugs. We need to fix those. Hopefully Madden 19, I guess, right? I know we're always told that next year will be better, but you know what? I'm having fun with the game. I hope you are too, honestly. You just got to take it for what it is sometimes. But thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are absolutely incredible. Make sure to let me know who you guys think the card is to choose out of these 10. Did I already say that's all I got? I think so. ChewbaccaLemma. This is very awkward. Out.